Do you want to feel loved? Well, too bad, because you're an anime fan. So the next best thing is to project yourself to some harem protagonist. To make it more realistic, I'm gonna get rid of the isekai trash out there. Nobody cares about the slave fetishization, some kind of random rival that becomes a villain, a lot of girls that's very unappealing, and the worst of all, being unrealistic. So what should I just suggest to you? There's many shows like Run My Half and Run My Half. But the problem is, it's pretty old, so I want to recommend you something very new that not a lot of people talk about. It is Love Flops. Love Flops is an insane journey that I don't want to talk too much about it because you need to watch it blind. If I told you every single information there, it will ruin the show. So I want to talk about only just the first half of it just to warm you up, knowing a little bit about it. It is pretty much a classic school harem. You know, all those tropes come in, and I'm just gonna start at episode 1. It starts with Asahi, the main character. He was just watching some fortune-telling thing on the TV, and something weird happened in the TV. It said, if your birthday is this, watch out for these 5 things. And so happens, that is his birthday. I didn't actually write down what the signs are, that's my bad, but I'm gonna tell you like all the girls here, because each one of the signs leads to one of the girls. I wrote the girls out of order as well, so that is also my bad, but I'm just gonna tell you all the girls from my list. So the first one is Aoi, the glasses girl. Those kind of nerdy, generic girls, you understand what it is. You've seen many of them. She just bumps into him like the most anime thing ever. She having a toast on her mouth, running like, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. Seriously, like that's so generic. And then she just bumps into him into some weird position. She's fine with it, and it's not as bad as the rest of them. So the next one I put in is Amelia, which is the lolly type girl, the also tsundere one. I can't say tsundere properly, but yeah, she's that type of girl. Urusei, Shana, I hate her so much. Not Amelia, I hate Shana. But she has some weird things with the robots. The guy just picks up some kind of bra. She gets mad, as usual. And yeah. Next one is Ilya, the boy, which gets something to do with dog. That's all I'm gonna say, including the main character. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. The next one is Karen. She just jumps into the main character. She's just like some kind of Angry Bird stuff. And she lands right in front of him. Apparently the banana was sticking out. So best way to show it is like this. Pretend that that's a banana. And she gets like very mad. She doesn't like it. Ew, you have a boner when I fell into you. She hits him. Yeah, generic stuff, but hey, you get the point. And the last person I put it in is my absolute favorite, by Monfa. There's a reason why I said her last name as well, because I want to put respect to her. She is the generic teacher, also the martial artist. She almost killed the main character at the start because she kind of just slept and then just lied on him. I don't know what the hell happened. By Monfa, best girl, not because I'm legally bound to a person who is above 18, but she's absolutely the best and does not remind me of anybody else. So the introduction to the 5 main heroines, it has that trope that I don't really like. It's in Sky Wizard Academy, where first episode they try to just show you all the females, and it's just put them in a very bad position where, like, oh, I hate this guy, I had this experience with that guy, and I'm gonna hate him until later on they like them. It's dumb, it's stupid, it's erotic, but I don't dislike this version of it, but it's not too great. So he didn't make it to class, obviously, because of these wacky situation. And he just walks into the middle of the introduction of the 4 transfer students and 1 transfer teacher. But we also get an introduction to the side best friend. Those type of perverted ones that it should have been me characters. But for me, he's definitely one of the most memorable ones. Yoshio. you're the GOAT for some reason. I can't tell you why. But yeah, so the whole day just goes in. The girls talk to each other. They say, oh, this guy sucks. I hate him. He's perverted. Ecchi. Harenchi. What else? Hentai. Those 3 words. I don't know if they're used in the show because I can't remember. But those 3 words, very integral in harem shows. Man, it's been used so much. So the next episode happened and all 5 girls just, confessed in different times. After those confessions, he knows something is weird about them. Why did they confess to him? Until he gets home, he finally figures out why they confessed to him. So he realized that his dad just set him up with 4 wives and 1 boy, because we don't discriminate, and he has to choose one of them. So during the night, the girls are trying to force a relationship. They're trying to intrude his life, to say, love me, please. I'm your wife, please. Choose me, choose me, choose me. But the guy doesn't really care about them. He just wants them out. He gets mad. It's the trope where he just walks in, try to kick out all the girls, but changes his mind. I think it's also been used in that Maid show. I can't remember what it's called. There's also other ones as well. Mostly if it's one guy and many girls into one house, it usually have that trope unless it's High School DxD. That's the only exception I can think of. Then after a while, he just warms up to them pretty fast in episode 2 and he allows them to stay there. After that, each and every single episode afterwards focus on one single girl. So the first one is Amelia. The third episode is the trope about, okay, I don't know anything about this. Can you please help me study because I'm failing kanji? Something like that. That's the classic trope. It's been used in To Love Ru. It's been used somewhere else, but I could not think of it. The 4th episode is a hot spring episode, and it's the first time we see nipples. I don't want to talk about too much about it, but let's say Astolfo isn't actually a boy. Then episode 5 and 6 comes around, and those 2 episodes are wild. The 5th episode, it's some spy assassin thing. He got kidnapped. That happened. It has Monfa in there. I don't know what's going on. I'm actually confused in that episode. 6th episode is another weird one with some magical girls and aliens stealing dick and balls. And episode 7 is a beach episode, which I'm going to end it there, although it's a little bit creepy. The only gripe I have with the show is I swear it should be like twice its length. Because in episode 3, they introduce some stuff that we didn't even know about Amelia. And then it just goes in. I feel like there's like maybe like 2 more episodes to flesh out the main heroines a little bit more. But apart from that, it's pretty good. I don't know what else to say about it because the later half of the show is super good, but I can't spoil it. I want you guys to go blind, okay? Just go in, trust me, just watch it blind. The last thing I want to talk about before I end this, because I can't spoil this. It's so hard to not spoil this show. I want to just talk about the OP. Holy crap. Classic harem OP. Holy crap. It hits, man. It hits. It goes like